Lillian de Waters in the Voice of Revelation. Explosion of religious fallacies. God is infallible, immortal light, love and perfection. And there is no other being, there is no other power, there is no other existence. Why give reality to legend, mythology, or untrue teaching? We can find out the truth from truth itself, the very God within us. God never told of the existence of sin. God never told of the existence of sinner or sinful world. God never told of the existence of discord, disease, destruction, or death. God never predicted war, tribulation, woe, or doom. God never inspired religious sacrifice, mercy, pity, punishment, or forgiveness. What is the truth about sin and sinful world? What is the truth about redemption, atonement, salvation? I am the infinite and eternal one, who is omniscience, omnipresence, and omnipotence. I am pure consciousness, existing alone. There is not anything unlike me. There is not anything against me. There is not anyone beside me. Before me, God, no God was formed, neither shall there be after me. The infinite did not sin, allow or permit sin. The infinite did not declare that sin is the author of itself and must therefore destroy itself or be self-destroyed. Infinite, pure consciousness comprises its own universe of immutable love, peace, harmony, and glory. This spiritual universe is now and ever has been our only universe. Perfect consciousness is ever perfect universe, and perfect universe is ever perfect consciousness, one and the same. The infinite, God, reigning alone, knows no sinner and no sin. Since sin did not originate in pure consciousness and being, and since there is no other source of being or of existence, there is no sin. Hence, sin never caused sorrow, tribulation, or death. What can be added to or taken from that which God has established? Not anything now exists but that which has existence in God, the One. Infinite mind or consciousness being all, it knows all there is to know. Does the one mind need purification and salvation? Does the one being need atonement or forgiveness? Does the one consciousness see another existence beside its own? Impossible. There is God and Him alone. There is pure consciousness and nothing else. One mind only exists. One mind only is our mind. Our mind does not resist anything, defy, deny, or defeat anything. Our mind needs no awakening. It exercises no dominion. Our mind makes no attempt to negate, unsee, or reduce to nothingness that which already has no existence. Could God know of human personal minds or how to improve, purify, and heal them when there is only His pure, sinless being? Could the infinite, indivisible One demand recognition and obedience, sacrifice and atonement from other separate minds? Impossible. Infinite, perfect mind is the only mind there is to know, to feel, or to be conscious. Not a solitary human mind or mortal mind has existence within the infinitude of God. Nor is there any other universe or place of existence. Reader, never identify yourself or another as a mortal or human being. One only is our self, mind, and being, that is God. We must listen to and hear the truth that in spirit there is no creation of humanity, mortality, time, sickness, sorrow, war, or death. In spirit, all is harmony, peace, and happiness. Quote, "The Lord is in his holy temple. Let all the earth keep silence before him." Quote, "For the earth shall be filled with the knowledge of the glory of the Lord, as the waters cover the sea." Moffat's translation is this, quote, "The Eternal is within his sacred temple. Hush, all men, he is here." 'Tis the knowledge of the Eternal's glory that shall fill the earth, as waters cover the bed of the sea. No need to ascend into a high mountain, descend into a valley, nor strive with thought and tears. Free, unhampered, unfettered, and unconstrained by person, book, superstition, law, doctrine, or rule, we can know the truth of ourselves and of all things by divine revelation, the light of God within us, abolishing traditional crumbling doctrines. To know the truth of all things and have the perfect answer to every question, it is imperative that perfect knowledge be revealed to us by self-revelation, the very book of life itself within us. Here only can our being, world, and existence be known and experienced. Knowledge of the Perfect One as all shall remain infallible knowledge. In any book, whatever knowledge or teaching is dualistic will become futile and useless. even as it is being witnessed everywhere today. Teachings which are based upon God as Spirit, the totality of ourself, being and world, shall remain. But teachings which are based upon the belief of our separation from God must be exposed and exploded. If certain general beliefs and understanding be accepted as right when they are wrong, clearer light and understanding must inevitably come, which will disclose of books and teachings what is truth and what is not truth. Antiquated pagan legends about human beings, their warfare with themselves and others, as well as their battle with sin, sickness, adversary, or devil, have not an iota of truth in them. They were never thought nor taught by God, the One Mind. Why then do the general Christian teachings of today continue to relate us to human minds and thinking, declaring they must be renovated, purified, advanced, or regenerated? The answer is because those promulgating or accepting these beliefs are still basing their assumption or reasoning upon the biblical record of a fall from perfection. Not until one has received or accepted the enlightenment that God is inseparable being will his belief in dualism, built upon the story of Adam and sin, be exploded. And verily, the explosion of everything which is built upon this fabrication shall be even more revolutionary than that of atomic power. Whosoever will can immediately begin to perceive and accept the knowledge that now are we the mind of God, and now are we the self, being, and existence of spirit, and that we have never been another. He will then know of spirit, and he will acknowledge and make known that all teachings and beliefs based upon dualism must and shall be exploded, even as the Bible reveals, quote, "There is nothing covered that shall not be revealed, and hid that shall not be known." Moffat translates it like this, quote, "Nothing is veiled that shall not be revealed, or hidden that shall not be known." He also states that any realm divided against itself comes to ruin. Any city or house divided against itself will never stand. Here and now, we can identify ourselves as God's self, God I am, against which there is no law. As we know the eternal to be our full and complete perfection this very instant, timeless, causeless, changeless, without end, we cease to think, read, or talk about humanity, humanhood, mortals, or mankind. We know Spirit to be the one and only identity there is of all. The one self is fulfillment in itself. The one self is all the reality that exists. Irrespective of time, book, or belief, the glory of the perfect light is being revealed, necessarily rendering obsolete the imperfect teaching of yesterday. One should be even more prepared to accept and appropriate revolutionary new light pertaining to his own harmony, peace, and happiness than he is to accept and utilize revolutionary new discoveries pertaining to everyday living. As we are illumined, we become aware of our perfect self as the all and whole of us. We are sublimely serene. In the knowledge of the One as our mind, world, and existence, we are aware that there is no mortal. We were never mortals. We were never humans. We never lived in a human existence. We never had a human body. We are spirit. We are the One. There has been no other. We must see to it, therefore, that we are devoted to spirit as the only identity and consciousness of all, and that we love truth and the truth alone. Spirit is our consciousness. Spirit is our knowledge and light. He who has received of light within himself the revelation that God and I are the very identical one, can now perceive this light as the highlight of the Bible. It declares that all things to be known rightfully must be seen and known spiritually by the Spirit within. In this new and glorious light of the One without separation, we turn completely away from dualistic teachings, all of which would tend to keep us identified with sickness, depression, confusion, war, and tribulation. Out of the light of new revelation, we know and we proclaim again and again that God never told of a sinful Adam or a fallen state of being, nor of darkness and void. God never told of the presence of sin, sinner, or human existence. Divine wisdom was once told in the form of spiritual drama and allegory, picturizing the deep sacred truth of divinity to abide within the hearts of all. Dramatic figures were known to be non-human and non-historical. Today, the luminous light of the Self not only reassures us of the divinity within us, but infinitely more. It reveals that we are here and now this infinite, perfect life, mind, and being itself, and that we have never been otherwise. Until one knows what is truth in the Bible and what is fiction, any attempt to interpret legendary records only tends to prolong and actuate this general belief in duality, sin, and separation. Any interpretation of the Bible based upon one's belief that everything in it is perfect knowledge, but confirms one belief in two existences, two powers, two worlds. Knowing through inner spiritual light that one identity only is our selfhood, mind and being, we know there is no duality, no deception, confusion, or bewilderment, nor anything that maketh a lie in the infinite of reality. Not a solitary heart wants to believe in war or in warfare, whether within himself or within nations. In fact, everything in oneself rebels against it. In no conceivable way can anyone reconcile war, woe, tribulation, or death with infinite love, purity, perfection, and completeness. Yet, even now, through the Bible, the prophecy of wars between nations, woe, suffering, and tribulation is being sent forth to nations all over the world. Do we want them to believe there must be another war? May they listen now to their own hearts, and with their hearts may they know that the one perfect selfhood and spiritual existence alone is present. Is it not pointless to pray to God to end wars, bless humanity, and remove evil from the world, when he knows himself as omnipresence? It is necessarily only that we cancel out of belief everything pertaining to us as a race of human people or sinful souls. We are spirit, not man, people, or humanity. We are the one eternal mind, and not personal or human minds. We live now in the one and only world, the spiritual world, and not in a human existence.